Now we came to very important topic of self-selling, that is persuasion. If you really want to master the skill of self-selling, then you need to be a master of persuasion. Before learning about this topic, please promise me you will use it for all right purpose and doing the right things. So when I heard about persuasion, I had lots of misconception. I was thinking it is something about convincing people, convincing client, convincing customers. In addition to that, it has lots of things. Persuasion has specific framework, and if you apply that framework, you can get really amazing results. So let's see what is persuasion. Persuasion is very important skill. So before talking about persuasion, let's see something which is related with sales. So people don't purchase products, services or idea. They purchase their emotions. People don't purchase product, service or idea. They purchase your confidence. People don't purchase product, service, idea. They purchase results. These are the facts about sales and marketing. So when it comes to the persuasion, there is an interesting concept which I learned, that is about Chintamani and Sukhmani. So let's see what is that Chintamani and Sukhmani in this context. So what happens whenever you see any person or any problem, there are two things associated with that person. Okay, let me draw the picture of that person. So it could be your manager, friend, colleague or client, anybody. Okay, so this will be that person. Okay, so just excuse me when it comes to the drawing. Okay, so he will be Dukhmani here. And what happens? He want to be a Sukhmani. So when it comes to Sukhmani means whatever problem, pain and whatever things he has as part of his solution, he wants to get those results, right? Now, so he wants to reach to that Sukhmani state, right? But when he wants to travel from this path to this path, there will be lots of hurdle, right? There will be lots of hurdle. So when I say hurdle means there will be lots of problems, right? Let's assume that this is some ocean and there will be lots of issues. So let's assume that these are the fish in this case. So these are the fish or crocodiles, right? So these are all problems here. There could be more problems. Okay. Now, what you need to do, you need to overcome these problems. You need to provide the solution to these problems, right? In order to achieve the state from Dukhmani to Sukhmani. So right now, suppose you are in connect with the person who is in a Dukhmani state. So talk about all these problems. Those are his pain area. Those are his challenges. And later on, intensify that pain. Again, gravitate that pain. So how this pain is causing him more problems, how this pain is restricting him to achieve the required state of Sukhmani. After that, start giving him some dreams. That means give him all the best things which are possible after overcoming all this problem. And then start giving him the solution. That is how you can take the person from Dukhmani state to Sukhmani state. Now let me give you a very good example. Suppose this is your client who is right now in the Dukhmani state and he wants to go to the Sukhmani state. And there are these all problems. Suppose his business is not automated. It is a manual thing. He wants to automate via software. So he has lots of problems. He has a speed problem. Because of manual process, he is not able to gain more customers, right? Tell him this problem statement. And because of this problem statement, how you can intensify his pain? By saying that he is having the loss of this many dollars. He is losing this much business. Okay. So that is again intensifying his pain. Now coming to the next part, that is about dream. So as part of the dream, show him that if he resolves these problems, he will get the best business. He will see that dream results where he will have more number of clients, he will flourish in his business, he will have more cash flow, he will have this many number of benefits. Again, do that practical analysis, don't overinflate these things. And after that, you need to talk about actual solution. Means what kind of automation you are going to do, what kind of technology you are going to use, how many number of team members are required, and everything. So that way, if you talk with him, he will connect with you really fast, and there are chances that he will look out for that solution from you, right? So this is how the persuasion skill work, where you take the customer from Dushmani state to Sukhmani state. So whenever you want to connect with any stakeholder in your project, means it could be your team member, it could be your manager, it could be your client. So what you need to talk first, talk about the pain area, the challenges he is facing there, then intensify that pain area. Means because of these challenges, this problem, what kind of losses he is having as part of his business, then show him bigger picture, bigger dreams by overcoming those challenges, and then finally talk about the actual solution. So this is the path you need to follow in order to connect with your stakeholder. And believe me, this is very, very powerful formula. You can use it in your personal life, you can use it in your business, you can use it in your career, anywhere. So that is the formula persuasion skill. Again, you need to remember this statement very carefully. No emotion, no sale. So people will get connected with you only when you trigger their emotions. If you are not triggering their emotions, believe me, there won't be any sale. And that emotion triggering happens via persuasion skills and the framework which I talked about. So when you go for your year-end performance, most of the time you write down, I fixed this issue, I fixed this many number of issues, I developed this component. So you don't need to mention about deliverables. So what you need to mention, because of that issue, before fixing that issue, what challenges, what pain were there in the project and in the business, you need to talk about the result produced by that fix. Means it helped the business in this way, technically it has provided this solution, right? So talk about the result because of the fixing that issue. So this is all about persuasion skill. Remember, when you talk about pain, you need to expose the ignorance of that person, break their myths, show as to why their old methods don't work. And when you try to amplify their pain, just put these questions in front of them. So what is the worst part if they don't go and implement that particular solution? What could be even more worst happen with them? Why old methods don't work in current situation? So these are the things by using you can amplify their pain. So again, you need to take them to the dream life which they are looking for. And finally, you can talk about actual solution and results.